Grid is being formed for race 2. I would say keep eyes on Alexander Dobertsberger. Adam Preston's been quite quick. James Wingfield as well. Andy Flagg inside that top 10. Now, it says here that Harrison is going to be starting in 22nd place. I wonder if he picked up some sort of post-race penalty. We got the red lights on for the first of 2 reverse grid races at Spa-Francorchamp. We are away, and Carladell gets a good start. It's Preston looking up the inside of Clark towards La Source. Dobertsberger trying to keep his nose clean for now. Clark goes the long way round, and actually Preston doesn't get a great exit out of La Source. Dobertsberger goes straight into 3rd place. Actually looked like a pretty clean start.
Yeah, all the way down the field it looks pretty good. There was a couple of nudges here and there. I'm watching Van Gien. He's going through Eau Rouge, and he's kept it clean, as has Carl Power. So it's all good back here, Chris. So
Dobertsberger making his move for 2nd place. Goes around the outside. He'll have the slipstream from Carladal as well as they go towards Les Combes, and he'll break around the outside. And that's he's going to have to fight for it because Clark wanted to make it difficult for him. James Wingfield making manoeuvres as well. He's tucked up right behind Clark as well now. So 2 good starts for Dobertsberger and Wingfield.
I say it's all clean, but one driver who's not kept it clean is Bradley Philpott, who has lost a front wheel. So he is once again out of it, trying to come through that field. That's a shame.
That is a shame, and it's no reflection on Brad's skill, really. This is just, it's 55 drivers of very varying ability, and contact is inevitable at some point. But it looks like the rest of our front runners from the last race did get away cleanly. And Dobertsberger just half a second away from Nicholas Carladal for the lead. And we'll see James Wingfield trying to get his way onto the podium as well, tucked up right behind Adrian Clark in that very smart and recognisable red and yellow car. Preston defending away from Gary Thomas, another driver who has a pretty standout livery with the bright yellow pattern on the black, and he's actually going past Preston towards the inside of Blanchimont. Up at the front though, Dobertsberger is about to make the move for the lead. Down the inside towards the bus stop chicane, and Wingfield makes the same manoeuvre and gets into 3rd place as well. So, end of lap 1.
I've got some news for you, Chris. One person who's making an absolutely massive impact is Danny Henney. He's just overtaken Kyle Power. He's in the top 20 already. He's in 12th position as they cross the 15th position as they cross the line.
Wow. Okay, so keep an eye out for him. Maybe with such a huge pace, looking at top 10, top 5 podium, who knows? We have seen Danny making extraordinary recovery drives in the past, so I wouldn't put it past him to make another one today. So Dobertsberger just weaving his way down the Kemmel Straight, trying to break that slipstream for Carladal. Wingfield having to defend his 3rd place now from Adrian Clark towards Les Combes, and does successfully do so. Just behind them is all sorts going off as John Langang and Andrew Sexton, Adam Preston and Andy Flagg are battling away over 6th place.
There was a massive accident at the top of the hill, and Henney's lost a wheel, Power's lost a wheel, and so has Van Gien as well. So they've all gone.
And that's, again, commentator's curse on Henney. That's twice in one night. Gary Thomas was looking around the outside of Adrian Clark for 4th place towards Fania, but he did think better of it. Well, tucked back in. I gotta say, Gary's livery does remind me of Kyle's old one, which was the Red Bull camo, black and white one, but just with yellow on it instead.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. It's kind of got the Lando Norris's current helmet design with the glitched stuff on there. It's kind of evoking that for me. Our top panelist at the moment is Matt Trumpets. He's managed to keep it clean. He's in P14 right now. He is pressuring John Lang.
Oh, bit of contact in that battle for 7th place we were mentioning. It's John Langan, who's come together with Andrew Sexton. Apologies, not Sexton, but definitely contact down at the bus stop, and that's dropped Langen out of that battle. It was with Gary Thomas, who's just made his way back to the pits.
Speaking of the pits, there's a lot of back markers just coming out of the pit lane. They came right into the path of the leaders. I think Dobbelsberger managed to get away well, and he's 1.6 seconds clear of Nicholas Carladal and James Wingfield in third. They've got a bit of a gap, but they're all trying to just negotiate their way through the plethora of back markers.
I mean, with respect to Carladal at the moment, I know we're only on lap 3, but he's only 1.8 seconds behind Dobbelsberger, who, you know, has been a race winner in the Formula Renault Challenge. And so far, still over a second ahead of James Wingfield, who has also won races. So an impressive debut so far.
Yeah, I think keeping it clean is the hardest thing to do on this circuit and with this number of cars. So that is an impressive effort.
There's so many back markers coming through the back. It's hard to actually keep abreast of what's going on. But Tim Ellis looks like he's making moves forward. He's in 7th place at the moment, looking at the back of Andy Flagg. Ellis in that classic Jaguar HSBC livery, and Flagg in the pink car with the rainbow nose on it. Currently only 0.8 of a second between them.
My apologies if the timing screens have gone a bit mad for you. I'm just looking back through the field. We've got Spanners back in 18th place, so he's making his way through the field as well. Just a few places behind Trumpets. Let's see if he can catch him up before the end of the race.
Yep, that'll be one to watch out for. Spanners and Trumpets obviously have a very long history of competition in esports, in karting. And it's the honours of the Missed Apex panel at the moment.
So Henny, despite losing a wheel as well, he is still back on the track. He's in P34, but he has made it back onto the circuit. So every point counts in this championship, Chris, because you get points right down the field.
Yep, up to I think probably P35. I think they go down to. Not sure if that's been adjusted for the additional entrants, but definitely there's always worth something fighting for. Give a quick shout out to Richard Molden, just taken 8th place away from Adam Preston. And I'll tell you, he's not bad in these Formula 3 cars, I have to say. And he has given me a run for my money, especially at tracks like Sebring, which he loves.
Considering the amount of work that man does to put on these events and to organise everything, it's amazing how he can get into the zone and just absolutely go for it during the races, because I'd be thinking about all sorts of other things. It doesn't take much to distract me. But he's cracking on.
Him and Sam are help putting on this whole event in race control, in making the sessions and organising them and everything, and then just jump in the car and go. And he does a fine job of it, and got a great top 10 finish. And he's having a fight for this 8th place now, actually, because Preston's coming back at him towards the bus stop chicane. Although it's successfully defended on this occasion. A little bit deep into the corner, probably a little bit offset. Oh no! From 2nd place, Carladal has dropped it out of the chicane. Oh, that's awful for him. He was running in 2nd place, and he's dropped well out of there now, down in 11th, coming under pressure from Trumpets, actually, who zooms past.
I've just reviewed the footage. Unfortunately, he just clipped the curb, and on the power on the exit, just completely just dropped it on the power. That is such a shame for him. He was doing so well. Yeah.
So that just leaves Dobbelsberger up front by 5.5 seconds to James Wingfield now, who doesn't have that much over Adrian Clark. It's only 0.5 of a second between them for 2nd place, and Gary Thomas is only 1.6 seconds behind them as well.
Yeah, and Clark has been closing on Wingfield. It was a couple of seconds last time I checked. So actually, this is going to be a developing battle for P2. I think Domitsberg, as long as he doesn't drop it by himself, I think he's clear. He's, as you said, 5.5 seconds clear. That's a good gap for him. But Clark is definitely wheeling in Wingfield.
Clark was the quickest of the top 3 last time around, and 0.3 quicker than Wingfield. Although I wonder if he has gone for that higher downforce, or the lower downforce, I should say, because he's just dropped back from Wingfield in this middle sector. Preston and Malden still going hammer and tongs, by the way. 0.2 of a second between them, and it's going to be Preston in the slipstream as they come out of Stavelot.
He looked to the inside. That is not a place that you want to be showing your nose, although he has put Malden offline slightly, so that might give him a run into the chicane.
The back marker, they're just having to move aside. Thought one of them might catch a cheeky slipstream off of him, but no such luck. Now look at this. Preston is 6k slower than Malden down the straight, so he's definitely got more downforce on that car than Malden, and he's definitely using that to his advantage at the moment to maintain that 7th place. I'll tell you, the pack is closing in on James Wingfield, I think, because Clark did drop a couple of tenths, but Gary Thomas was half a second quicker. He's now within a second of them. And Flag was even quicker than them. He was another 0.4 quicker. I think our eyes should be on Andy Flag at the moment in 5th place. And look at it, he's hauling in Gary Thomas down the Kemmel Straight. And I'll tell you why, because he's running the low downforce package. He's got so much more straight line speed. Wasn't quite close enough to have a run into Les Combes on that particular occasion. But with 3 and a bit laps to go, we could be seeing Andy Flag making some moves here.
He is. He's really got that car dialed in, and he's not losing that much time through the middle sector, so he could well be on for a podium place if he manages to clear Thomas quickly, although he's dropped back a bit here. But as you say, he's got such a straight line speed advantage that he's surely going to get past him this lap.
If he can just keep with Gary down the next few corners, a little bit wide out of Pouhon, but that's it's not too much. You do lose a little bit of momentum getting out on that curb. If you can just stick with him, he'll surely haul him in out of Curve Paul Frere. So this is the exit of this next corner is the important one, out of Stavelot. Getting on the power here as you're flat out through this next right-hander and all the way back up the hill. Another back marker having to be cleared there. And yeah, Gary Thomas is not getting any slipstream help really from Clark ahead of him. So this is the opportunity for Flag, who gets a push off the circuit there. That was a little bit rude. And just keeping him in front on this occasion.
I would call that firm but fair, Chris. That was a very slamming of the door there.
Yeah.
But he's got to have another try, surely up the Kemmel Straight this time.
Yeah, he'll have a cracking run surely out of La Source, as long as he gets it out of the corner cleanly. And Tim Ellis is coming to join the fight as well. There he is in the HSBC Jaguar Green. So coming back up Eau Rouge in this battle for 4th place. And I tell you, while they're doing this, you know, Clark and Wingfield aren't getting away. And there's Flag. He's made his move now. Pulls out of the slipstream, and he probably drags straight clear of him by the time they get down to Les Combes. He has. What's Thomas got? Under braking? Not enough. So that's Flag up into 4th place now. His next target will be Adrian Clark, car number 81, with the rainbow colours on his. It'll be the rainbow nose on Andy Flag's car versus the rainbow colours of Adrian Clark. 1 second up the road, and then can he haul in James Wingfield for 2nd place as well? That's the question.
2 laps to go, Chris. I think you've got Adrian Clark is his realistic target, I would say here. Maybe a podium finish. from your stat sheet that you screwed up and chucked in the bin, has Andy Flagg had a podium position in the Formula Renaults?
Yes, I believe Flagg got his first podium of the last round. I think he had 2 podiums at Interlagos.
There you go. So if he's going to start off this championship as he finished the last one, that's a very strong position for him, and he's showing great pace here.
Absolutely. And once again was the fastest out of this leading pack, 2 minutes 12.3, 3 tenths quicker than Clark, and that was kind of despite the little shove and probably having to back out of the manoeuvre. Gary Thomas is coming back at him. That's unexpected. So able to defend it, braking nicely up the inside of the bus stop chicane. I wonder if he just didn't quite get the run he needed. Well, I'll take Gary Thomas didn't quite get the run he needed off of the bus stop chicane, because there goes Tim Ellis. He's about to pass him into 5th place. Up the outside line for the Source. Rob goes around the outside. Has to go wide though, and probably Thomas will tuck back in on him. Oh, Ellis has got it done. Oh, we've got the back marker to contend with. You're going to pass him going into Eau Rouge. Oh, not quite. Oh, up at the top of the hill though. Get the slipstream off of him and go straight through. It was a little bit more complicated than it needed to be, and once again Thomas not giving up. Oh, he chops across the nose of the back marker to get the inside line for Lecombe and takes that position straight back.
That was great defending. He, as you say, got a double slipstream there and allowed him just to fling it in that little gap and keep the inside line. So that was a great move from him. Andy Flagg not making much inroads in Adrian Clark in front of him. He's still 0.8 of a second behind, which is where it was at the beginning of the previous lap. But Clark is actually hauling in Wingfield faster. He's only half a second behind.
Mortara-esque from Gary Thomas there. I don't know if anybody else saw the clip of Mortara dicing between 2 cars in the first Formula E race last month.
Yeah, that was that was incredible, especially with the walls so close. Yeah, that was millimeters from an airplane crash, that one.
They're dropping back from Andy Flagg though with all this squabbling, 1.2 seconds back. And yeah, like you said, Flagg, he was still 4 tenths quicker on that previous lap. Although I think we're about to see the pace come in. It seems like this is where Flagg's been making up his time. And Clark, once again, close to Wingfield for 2nd place. And I wonder if Wingfield goes defensive towards the bus stop. So no way through. Flagg's right with him now. It's on for the podium. And Alexander Dobbelsberger has just started his final lap of the race. 8.8 tenths of a second clear of this battle for 2nd place, which is what we're going to be watching for the last 7 kilometres of this race. And Clark has gone out wide into La Source, and that's given Flagg the run he needs. And he'll be side by side with him coming down the hill towards Eau Rouge. Oh, surely one of them's going to back out here. I don't think we're quite ready for this. Yeah, Flagg decides better of it. Tucks back into the slipstream, and he'll try and pounce on him down the Kemmel Straight. That could well have just put James Wingfield out of touch. Just behind them, Tim Ellis also making his move on Gary Thomas, but all eyes on Clark and Flagg for the final spot on the podium. Flagg has found the inside line towards Lecombe, breaks up the inside, and he's found himself in 3rd place. And Ellis also did make that move on Gary Thomas for 5th place, just behind them as well. So 2 moves in that same corner.
Yeah, Flagg thought twice about going to the inside line. He thought he was going to defend a bit harder than that. But he's... Oh, and I was about to say Clark is going to have a go back at him, but he got a bit squirrely out that corner, which has put him under pressure from Tim Ellis, who's just behind him.
Ellis has got the run. Have to back out a little bit early towards Pouon, actually. So could well be another place gain for Tim Ellis in a moment. So Wingfield 3/4 of a second ahead of Flagg. I think he's got that one settled. Clark wide again, this time into the Fania chicane. Tim Ellis couldn't take advantage of it. Looking up the inside towards Stavolo. That's an interesting one, and that's put Clark well out of position on the exit of the corner. And this is going to go right down to the bus stop again, and it's Ellis in the slipstream. Gary Thomas with the double slipstream. Dobbelsberger, meanwhile, breaking towards the bus stop chicane. And he is about to take his first victory in the Formula 3 Cup. Absolutely untouched all race long. Wingfield, it's very close for second place actually, because Flag was having a look around the outside of the bus stop, but Wingfield just about manages to hold on to it. And Ellis, he gets 4th place.
He threw it down the inside into the bus stop chicane, and that was a classic overtake there. So final lap heartbreak there for Clark from 3rd to 5th.
There was a little bit of drama. I saw someone went spinning. Not sure if it was a back marker or not, but certainly some more last corner drama down there. So it was Clark in 5th, Gary Thomas 6th. Richard Molden did get 7th place. Well done to him. Lucas Raskowitz in 8th. Adam Preston 9th. And John Lang, the top 10. Richard Spanner's ready as well. 11th place.
I've heard he's good, that lad.
Hey, not bad.
How'd it look from your end, guys? A very exciting race. What happened to Danny, Kyle, Brad and Van Geen all together?
Yeah, pretty mental stuff. I think that was just the race 2 drama coming into to fruition. How was it from your end?
Yeah, actually it was pretty calm. I started down in 50th place and just a few bus stop incidents. Really slow down, see what's happening and pick a gap. Unfortunately, I think Trumpets dropped off as well, didn't he? He was a victim of a bus stop exit.
Yeah, we did lose him. We were wondering if you were going to close him down.
I wasn't going to, for the record. He would have beaten me if he'd have survived.
Fair enough.